When I was younger and stupider, I took part in a reality TV show. I was sent back to the Stone Age to live with a bunch of people and have a great time. Of course I didn't, it was television diarrhea. I got an infection in my face and I left the show. After a dismal attempt at a second season, it was canned. One good thing from doing this show was meeting survival expert Adam Hendley, and I'm meeting him again today to get some expert shelter building assistance for my 7th camp this year. Adam lives off-grid in a towable house he built called The Wagon. It's beautiful. Built for him and his son, this space is full of character, as well as countless objects from his travels across the globe.
I just came back from Panama doing a short YouTube video out there for Mr. Beast.
Is that what you were doing out there? No way!
I was just safety, but
yeah.
he was just doing some stuff.
Wow, has he released that yet?
No.
Okay.
I don't know when that'll be out, but
that's cool. Yeah.
Time I'd like to try.
I saw you making these. Yeah.
It's good to know Adam's used to working with big celebrity YouTubers. He really knows his stuff. You can find him on Instagram here. We sat down for a quick herbal tea before we set off. I learned a bit more about Adam's life.
I work as a traditional timber framer and craftsman when I'm here, and when I go abroad I work as a survival consultant.
When he's not outdoors crafting, he goes all over the world training celebrities and consulting behind the camera, with the likes of Bear Grylls, Ed Stafford and the survival competition series Alone. He's an outdoorsman through and through, living the life he wants to live.
I think anything that keeps me outside and just crafting and making and learning, and I'm happy. And somehow I've managed to do that. I don't know how.
Herbal tea drunk, we were off to tonight's destination. I didn't have too much time with Adam because I got caught in traffic leaving London, and Adam had to pick his son up from school later on, so we couldn't waste any time finding the hidden path that leads to the camping spot.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. The Golden Cap is the highest peak on the south coast, so you get pretty impressive views when you're up there. That's a good plant for you though. That's broadleaf plantain. Every part of it's edible. If you eat like a few leaves a day, you get that vitamin B in your blood, and then bugs don't bite you as much.
Really?
You don't like it. Have you ever done that with honeysuckle? Take the green bit off and suck it. Then you get a bit of sweet nectar.
I can taste a bit.
It's a shame there's such a decline in swallows now. There's hardly any of them.
You've noticed that?
You used to get hundreds, yeah.
What do you think the cause is?
Last few years it hasn't been getting that cold, so they've been hanging around longer than they should.
Right.
And then the food isn't there for them.
I can hear it, I can't see it. Is it beneath us?
Is there?
Oh God.
They hug the coast, they go so low, like 40 feet off the coast. Because we live on the Jurassic coast, there's lots of areas of blue lice and clay and blue lice clay. So there's very regular landslides, and then they wash away and you get amazing fossils from the Jurassic period.
Me and my dad and my brother used to come down here. I was pretty sure it was Lyme Regis and we'd do fossil hunting.
Yeah, it's tons.
But it was like when I was a kid, so I couldn't recall.
Yeah.
But that would be right.
Yeah. It's just like natural treasure hunting.
Yeah.
It's like it's not been seen for 240 million years.
Is it 240?
Yeah,
oh God.
A few gates later, we were finally at the path that leads to the camping spot. Due to land slippage, the path is technically closed, and so it's very overgrown. Luckily, we had Adam's local knowledge and a big machete.
This came from a lovely bloke called Spud. Watch your footing, the steps aren't really maintained.
No.
You can see here, there's this is a crack where it's sort of slipping. And this is our way down. So start to keep your eyes out for good building materials. Oh look, someone beat us to it.
No way.
I guess it was an encouraging sign that this spot was good for a shelter, but I didn't want any neighbours. I'd need to check it out later, but for now I needed to crack on building my own shelter.
We'll get our large pieces aside, we'll clear and level this ground.
Yep.
And then we'll look at the materials we've got and like come up with a design.
Okay, cool.
We split off and collected driftwood. I was going for medium to large sizes, while Adam tackled the XL stock. Chopping, sawing and snapping our way to a fine collection of building wood, Adam began construction while I, his trusty apprentice, did all the best passing of required items that I could. Then Adam moved on to his fascinating, unique fire pit setup.
So we'll make our fire on this.
He used clay blocks from the stream to build the walls of the fire pit, so they wouldn't explode like the stones would.
So we'll surround them in these larger blue lias rocks. Not the little explodey ones.
Then we smoothed the gaps with wet clay carried over in a sailor's hat we found on the shore. Adam's time was nearly up, but before he left, he had a little surprise.
5-minute charcuterie board.
A charcuterie board?
Yeah.
The bougie bush craftsman is gonna strike.
There you go, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Cheers to you.
Is that German sausage?
Mm-hmm. It's lukewarm as well. Makes it extra suspicious. Right, good luck. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Fair winds, no rain.
Adam's gone. I'm on my own with a pretty bloody good shelter, considering Adam constructed it in about an hour, replete with fire pit too. So, well, I best give you the tour. Welcome inside. Obviously I've still got a little bit more to do. Can even out the ground, put my sleeping mat in and stuff. But for all intents and purposes, this is going to keep the wind off me, the elements. It's actually brilliant. So yeah, I'm just going to potter about and eat the rest of my charcuterie and enjoy being a Robinson Crusoe, I guess.
The afternoon moved slowly under the baking sun. I scavenged a pile of firewood and began constructing a fire for later. But there was something weighing on my mind.
This shelter's been bugging me a little bit. Just knowing it's there next to me, but not knowing what's in it. I feel like I should just double check. Whoa. Oh wow, this is pretty good. The guy's made a fire, and he's a man after my own heart. He's even got himself some coffee. So he's got a fireplace for cooking and for heating, which is cool. I don't think anyone's been in here for a while. It looks pretty. It looks pretty disused, but very cool nonetheless. Someone spent a lot of time in here, or a lot of time making this. But yeah, no one's in here. Nothing nefarious or untoward is going on, so I can rest easy in my shelter. The other side of the ravine, the other side of the valley. But yeah, okay, cool. It's got some nails up there for hanging things.
Even though it was a tip, it had been well made and with a lot of effort at some point. I bet some great nights were had in this little shelter.
So there was one thing Adam said that this shelter was missing, and I think I have the perfect solution. Camp pants.
Camp Pants' pants indicated no breeze to a strong offshore wind. It was a reminder to get the water boiling and make a coffee with my new gadget.
Oh yes, this is looking like proper stuff. Yes, there's a crema on there as well. That is good stuff. I'm not joking, that is actually really good. Wow, next level gear. Bloody brilliant that is, wow. I just went for a wee and I can't believe what I just found. It's absolutely phenomenal. Look at this. Look at that. That is millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of years old. Right there. This is a real fossil. It's insane that in this lump of sediment, this clay, that creature died there just unbelievably long ago, and I've just stumbled upon it right now. And that's it, an imprint. That's what's left. Well, I don't know what to do with this. I guess I'll place it back down, but it's just lost to time again. Well, the fire's going nicely, but it feels a bit early to be having my treats, but I think it just feels right. So this month's treat is one of my regulars, giant buttons. I don't believe there is a better button in the world. Oh no, I'm too weak to get to the buttons. Get over it. Look at that. That's a button. Ow. Right now was the right choice to eat this. Oh yeah. Ah, 10 out of 10. Would recommend. What a view. I am just having a great time.
Pants flag signalled the slow march of the evening as the sun illuminated all the plastic waste on the shoreline. The fire cracked away as I watched the world go by. The temperature was cooling and time had moved faster than I realised.
Wow, it is 10:15. So I think I'm just going to have a little nightcap. Here's to me. Whew. I've had a lot of time on my own today, and then it's like I really have been stranded. There is something really beautiful about being right next to the sea. The one downside of the shelter is I can't see over there, and that is Lyme Regis, the town of Lyme Regis, and it's beautiful. There's twinkling little lights coming on, and it would be a nice scene to watch as I fall asleep. All things considered, today's been a great day. You know, it was lovely to see Adam. He's just a really genuine, lovely dude, and he gave up his time for me. It's been enjoyable, you know. It's been some time for myself, which is not selfish, it's needed, you know. Everyone needs some moments, some time to take and just be with themselves. It's actually been a bit of a challenge. That's been surprising. But it's been a good challenge. Good morning. Oof. And it very much is the morning. It's not even 6 a.m. Jeez. Yeah, I have to work today. I'm doing a filming job, so I do have to get back, and I think that in the back of my mind I was kind of like on standby, you know, like when you leave a computer on standby, it's not switched off, still there, ready to go. And I think that's how my mind's been overnight. It's been comfortable and cozy in here, not gonna deny it. It's been nice. It's been really nice hearing the waves rhythmically crashing onto the shoreline. It's lovely having that kind of fresh air dance across your face. It's been great in here, no complaints. All round, genuinely pretty damn good. But yeah, it's about 5 hours earlier than I'd like to wake up, and I'm just gonna have to deal with it now. There's still a bit of a trek back, so yeah, I now have to kind of walk up the hills back to the car.
But before I could leave, I had to dismantle the shelter.
Thank you, Camp Pants. Okay. Like I was never even here.
Camp Pants was a success.